Harry's wife, 102.74. The olive trees are vanishing. Yes, considerable concern is being noted at the decline of olive trees. Now, there is such a thing as olive quick decline syndrome, which is a wasting disease of olive trees, which causes dieback of the leaves, twigs, and branches, so that the trees no longer produce crops of olives. The main cause is a strain of the bacterium, Xylella fastidiosa, which is spread by plant-sucking insects, such as the meadow froghopper. The bacteria restricts the flow of sap within the tree, and so choke its extremities. The disease particularly affects olive groves in southern Italy. It was first detected in Italy in 2013 in the Salento Peninsula. By late 2013, it was estimated that approximately 8,000 hectares were affected. As of 2020, the disease was threatening olive groves and olive production in Italy, Greece, and Spain, which together account for 95% of European oil production. One 2020 model predicts a potential economic impact of the disease for Italy over 50 years, between 1.9 billion to 5.6 billion euros. It's also been detected in olive crops in California, Argentina, and Brazil. So, is it the case that the olive trees are in decline as a consequence of quick decline syndrome? Well, clearly, yes. But there's an even bigger and more dangerous threat that exists with regard to the olive trees, and it is the fact that they are being routinely stripped on a daily basis for olive branches to be offered. Yes, according to the press, olive branches are being offered again and again and again towards Harry's wife. What fresh madness is this, I hear you ask? Well, I will explain. According to US Magazine, an article by Jana Grebniuk, it states, inside, Princess Kate's plans to extend an olive branch to Harry's wife to mend their rift. Yes, those olive trees are getting a good old stripping. A fresh start. Princess Kate plans to work through her issues with Harry's wife during her upcoming trip to Boston with Prince William. Once Kate and William's Boston plans are set in stone, she's planning to extend an olive branch to Harry's wife in a bid to reunite the brothers and heal the rift, a source exclusive reveals in the new issue of US Weekly about the Prince and Princess of Wales's December visit to America. The insider notes that Kate's attempts to squash her feud with Harry's wife, 41, is inspired by what the late Queen Elizabeth II and Princess Diana, Princess of Wales, would have wanted for them. What I say to this is bullshit. The article continues. Prince Harry and Harry's wife are knee-deep in horseshit with their hectic schedules, but Harry's wife is willing to put in the effort as long as dates don't clash, the source adds. Oh, how noble of her. Kate, 40, and Harry's wife's complex relationship has been a topic of conversation over the years. Rumours of a rift first started after the suit's alum's 2018 nuptials to Harry, 38. 2 years later, the couple announced that they were stepping back, yada, yada, yada. Goes on about them stepping back. At the time, Harry's wife opened up about the divide between her and Kate in her CBS tell-all interview with her husband. A few days before the wedding, Kate was upset about flower girl dresses, and it made me cry. It really hurt my feelings. Pity play, revision of history, lie. The bench author recalled about the difficult dress fitting. It was a really hard week of the wedding, and she was upset about something, but she owned it and she apologised, and she brought me flowers and a note apologising. Well, flowers and a note were brought as a way to try and mend things over, and they were thrown in the bin. The door was slammed in Catherine's face as a consequence of the revelations from Tom Barr in his book, Revenge. The TIG founder also addressed being pitted against Kate by the British media, saying, I think so much of what I have seen play out is this idea of polarity, where if you love me, you don't have to hate her, and if you love her, you don't need to hate me. A source later told US that Kate felt there was a misunderstanding when it came to her relationship with Harry's wife. Kate has been reaching out to Harry's wife a lot more since Lilibet was born. She's sending notes and gifts and trying to build up a relationship, the source detailed. Yeah, really looked like it at the walkabout, didn't it? There was a really good building up of relationship there. The firm has been instructing staffers to reach out more to Harry and Harry's wife to get them to soften a bit. Absolute errant bollocks. But it's everywhere, because those olive trees are really feeling the pain, because Elle.com, in an article by Alyssa Bailey, tells us how Harry's wife feels about Kate Middleton's plan to extend an olive branch to her during US trip. Yes, the olive branch being used again. And it talks about, similar to what has just been described, with offering an olive branch and telling us William and Kate are visiting Boston the first week in December for the Earthshot Prize Awards ceremony. Harry's wife and Harry, meanwhile, are being honoured at the Robert F. Kennedy Human Rights Organization's Ripple of Hope Award Buy Your Own Award Gala in New York around the same time. US Weekly reported earlier this week that Kate and William wanted to add a quick trip to New York City to their visit, where the four could potentially reunite. The two want to take a quick trip to New York where they can enjoy the festivities in the build-up to Christmas, the source said, adding that Kate is dying to go ice skating at the Rockefeller Center and shopping for fun souvenirs for George, Charlotte and Louis. In her interview with The Cut, Harry's wife said that she was receptive towards healing her and Harry's rift with the family. I think forgiveness is really important. It takes a lot more energy to not forgive, she said. But it takes a lot of effort to forgive. I've really made an active effort, especially knowing that I can say anything. Use of threat. But those olive trees, yes, they're under assault here with these supposed olive branches. The fact is, we've all seen with our own eyes, our mince pies, the way that the Princess of Wales now regards Harry's wife, which is simply, I'm having nothing to do with you. I'm ignoring you, I'm not looking at you, I'm not engaging with you, I'm not speaking to you. So how that fits with there being olive branches is, of course, errant nonsense. Why are these articles appearing? It's quite simply being put out there by Harry's wife to say, oh yes, she's going to apologise to me because I haven't done anything wrong. She's the one who is in the wrong, and what's going to happen is she is going to apologise to me and offer me an olive branch because that's what she should do. Because the Princess of Wales is a big meanie who's nasty to me. And the fact that she thinks she's way better looking than me when she isn't, and she thinks she's more stylish than me when I am a fashion icon, means that she's a horrible, hateful individual who's only ever been mean to me. And nobody asked me if I was okay. In Harry's wife's world, she is the eternal victim. And as we know, Catherine, Princess of Wales, is the nemesis. This is a bullshit exercise where Harry's wife narcissism convinces her that she is the victim of Catherine's unpleasant behaviour. And as a consequence of that, it means that her narcissism dictates that she puts out the PR puff pieces to cause the press to say, oh yes, she's going to come and apologise to me because I haven't done anything wrong. Facade management, assertion of control, and drawing of fuel. The fact is, no olive branch is coming from the Princess of Wales. It flies in the face as what she understands she ought to do, and of course it flies in the face of her recent behaviours that we have witnessed, and accordingly she is not going to go down that route. But Harry's wife believes that she should. Harry's wife believes that there are apologies that should be issued, and that she is the one that has been hard done to. And thus we get more of these PR puff pieces through supine publications such as Elle.com and US Weekly and others that have reported on it, all part of this stripping of the olive trees, of the olive branches. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.